discover a simple topic. What is a child, right? It's actually not that simple because most people do not understand what a child is, but that's because their childhood has been killed. So yeah, we'll try and understand what a child is, and how we are children, and how we are affected by the fact that we are children, and the fact that our childhood is killed. In a way, it is destroyed when we are kids itself, and as we grow older and older, we sort of destroy our childhoods. So I'll just wait another 20 seconds. I have no patience. And then we'll start. Let's wait for a few people to come. Okay. Three, two, one. All right. So, what is a child, right? So the thing is, see, we are all born children, but we do not understand what a child is. A child basically is a entity which has energy. It's just pure. It's purely a ball of energy, and it does not know where to direct that energy, where to take that energy, and in which way to take that energy. So essentially, in a way, at the core, a child is nothing. Okay, and it'll push its energy here, there, everywhere. If you give it energy, it'll give back energy to you. That's why we tell a child, don't take candy from a stranger. It's not about the candy. It's about the attention that the child is getting, and an option to take his energy somewhere. Right now, similarly, when he has parents who do not give him attention, he's bound to take his energy somewhere. Right, he's going to take it in either into bad habits, or he'll get obsessed with ambition, or he'll get obsessed with money, or he'll get obsessed with objects. Right, somewhere the energy is being directed. So a child is pure energy, and it's used to direct its energy anywhere it is eligible to, or anywhere, anything that will give it back energy, that will have willingly have a energy relationship with the child. Now, as we grow up, what happens is our energies are skewed by circumstances, secondly by what people tell us. Right, what people tell us is that they're like, okay, this is right, that is wrong, go have a child, go have, and a lot of your energy is wasted in that. But the truth is, you want to be a child, you want to be nothing. You only want to give your energy to things that are important to you. Okay, and you only want to give your energy to things that matter, in the sense of whatever situation comes in front of you, that is where you want to give an energy. But other times, you just want to be a child. That's the reason that women will have wine at home, or so goes the myth, or men will have beer when they come home, because they're stressed of directing their energy in a place and then identifying with it. The problem is not directing your energy. You can direct your energy anywhere. You could become a president, you could become a terrorist, you could become anything you want, right? But when you direct your energy in a place you think you are supposed to be, and you constantly are trying to push your energy in that direction, you will be exhausted. Now, what you have to realize, and as I have said 1,000 times, that everything is just a tool, right? You pushing your energy in a certain direction, that's a tool, right? In another direction, that's a tool. You keep changing the forms of your energy in the various ways, and you do not identify with how the energy is. Right, so for certain foods you need a fork, for certain foods you need a spoon, sometimes you use your hands, right? So what is that? That is all direction of energy. If you're forced to use a fork all the time, you'll get frustrated, you will not be able to have soup properly, right? So that is all a child is. A child is nothingness, and it's pure energy. Pure energy is eventually nothingness, we'll get into that later. But it's pure energy, and that energy is just waiting to be directed in some way because it is in the world. Now, when a child is starved, its primary energy will go towards food, 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 right? Similarly, when it's not given love, it will try and search for love in crazy ways. Because it will not understand what love is, so it will become lustful, so it will become greedy. I hope that's generally most cases. I hope that doesn't happen to everyone, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. Some could direct it in a more positive direction. So there are ways and means of reaching whatever you need to do without destroying your childhood, without destroying the child within you. And that is why most people are pissed off. That's why most people are on drugs. Drugs in the sense, some sort of drugs. I'm not talking about drug. It could be a religion. It could be having tea every morning, having coffee every morning, or like 50% of the US is on some sort of prescribed medication. All these things, why are they? You just want your inner child. You just want to be able to be, you know. And the whole art of life is just being while doing all the rubbish that that the world requires. All it's all rubbish anyway, right? So you want to make her energy a fork, make it a fork. You want to make it a spoon, make it a spoon. You want to make it this, just make it, and you be centered. You be centered in your child, because I realize that I'm a total child, okay, and children love me, and I love kids, and I can hang out with them, and I'll never get bored with kids, but the reason is because I myself am a child and I totally identify with that. But when I see others, I feel bad for them. I see the broken child in them, that they are not happy with their lives, that they are all like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. You're not supposed to do anything. You're not even supposed to feed yourself. You just feel like feeding yourself. Right? So there are urges, there's society, all of these are guiding you towards destroying your child. And you cannot actually destroy the child. It can just be a bent child. Try and get back there, try and get back to being nothing, basically. Even this personality that you identify with, it's killing your child, your inner child. What happened to that case on which you sued your parents that the judge said? What did the judge say? Why don't you do some of these incidents? More of these incidents with new ideas. Why should I do it anymore? Y'all are there now for me. Like why y'all have better ideas. Y'all have the antinatalist movement has spread beyond spread. The child free movement has spread. People are meeting. I'm meeting like 30 people in the city, randomly. All of them are child free. All of them have created a community. So I think my goal is achieved. I'm not going to do any more gimmicks. If I do any more gimmicks, firstly, people will call me an attention whore. Secondly, it will just be, I don't see any point because the word is already out there. People know the word antinatalism. People know the word child free. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. Yeah. I was just having fun. I did it. I achieved a certain level in the movement. We all did. We all did together, not just me. And that's it. It's going to grow naturally. There is no need to push it anymore. So about what happened, the judge threw the case out. Simple. He said there was no hearing. Also, they have the right to throw a case out just like that. So I don't know. That's what I heard from my lawyer. But by that time, I did not even care. Whether the case actually reached a point or anything. I was just like, yeah, achieved. What I wanted to do was achieved. Any other questions? I could end this today because I'd like to have a bath. I've had a nice workout today. Any other questions? I'll wait another minute. Please guide on how to get a job in a city area. I am 27 years old. How well do you know English? That is the first question. Okay. Secondly, what are your skills? How intelligent do you think you are? All right. So now, basically, what I'm thinking with Black Sheep Academy, right? I want to take all the failures. In the sense of failures means not the failures, but 35% in India is failure, below 35%. And if 35 to 70 is where most people do not get colleges. Now those guys I want to tap, all right? And those guys I want to give personality. See, I have a BCom degree. It's as good as being illiterate, okay? But still I got a job, right? So, and still I've been working for the past 10 years without a job. I've just been doing my own shit. So what do you really need? You just need a brain, okay? You need to know how to mix the how you need to know the ingredients and the mixture will come. That's all. So that's how what a brain is. You understand all the ingredients, you understand how it works, and then you can make a mixture, you can make a recipe, you can follow a recipe. All right. So that's all these games that are being displayed. So what when I say how do you get a job? First, you have to work on your intelligence. First, you have to work on how the world works, understand how the world works, because India's uh, education system is terrible, right? We do not understand a thing from a thing. So either I'd say join an IAS class. You'd understand a lot more about the world in general. I don't know, there are some very bad ones, there are some really good ones, but overall, if you take a decent one, I think you will understand a lot about the world, and that itself, and improve your English. There is no option but to improve your English. See, English is now the language of the world. Okay, so you don't have an option but to like learn it and perfect it and work on it and constantly work on yourself, guys. That's all that's needed. See, AI and all is fine, right? But if you have brains, they are always in demand. It'll always be in demand because AI will just be an alternate brain. That's it. Your brain is still matters. AI's brain will also matter equally. That's it. So do not worry about all these things. What do you like, village life or city life? I like city life. I prefer city life, but not a proper city. So like Bangalore here, right? It's like a village in the sense of like it's got city markers, but it's so silent. Look at how silent it is. It's beautiful. The moon rises and the buildings are not very tall, and it's lovely. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, especially the area I live in. So I need some combination of a village and a city, basically. All right. Any other questions? Okay, I think I'm going to shut it for today. If y'all don't have questions, guys, next time now, please type keep questions typed out. Okay, if y'all have questions, like don't ask it in the last minute, whatever. Just like keep them typed out. Bro, Akhil, what do you think you will realize new at your 40s? You'll always realize things. You'll always, what is 40s and 50s? And how do I know what I'll realize? 40s is a long time. I mean, 9 years, but yeah, whatever. So, it's, yeah, basically what will I realize by my 40s? I think a lot of things will change, and things are always changing. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. Come on, like, so yeah, let's see, man. Like I will keep you guys updated. I promise. I'm improving my English by watching your English videos little bit. Good, good. Do that, do that. My English is pretty good. I'm sorry, I don't like to this, but how to deal with anxiety, constant panic attacks. Oof. See, if they're chronic, right, you have to talk to a doctor. I'm not a doctor, right? But if they're just general panic attacks, in the sense of you have general anxiety, you have to understand what is making you anxious. You have to understand what it is. All right, and study it, understand. Like for example, I had this fear of jellyfish. Okay, irrational phobia. I studied as much as I could about jellyfish, and now they're fine. Like I'm like, okay, if it stings, it stings. This is the kind of pain it causes. This is the kind of this. It's never stung me. A jellyfish has never stung me. Yet I was just irrationally scared of it. So I studied it. So that's all you can do about any fear. Just study it, and also understand yourself in relation to the fear. Why am I feeling fear? What exactly is leading me to this fear? What is, or is it pain, or is it loss, or is it love? You must understand these things, and it will automatically break down. That's all. But if they're extreme, then you have to go to a doctor. I'm not someone who can just tell you, oh, do this, feel better. No, no, it doesn't work like that. For everything, you have to study, and beyond a certain level of study, you need a doctor. As simple as that. You know. All right. Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna shut the video. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing up, and I'm gonna eat now. I'm really hungry, and I've not done a Hindi video in a while. I think I'm going to do it maybe tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, thanks a lot. You're amazing. You too. Thank you so much. All right. Bye. See you. See you. See you. See you. See you.